In London, Dominic and the team have already established that Jeffrey's parents were Albert Hancock and Olive Dickinson.
So far, we think we've ruled out the possibility of there being any near kin, so we don't think the deceased was married or had children. And as far as we can tell from the research we've carried out so far, the parents had only one child, the deceased, so we will be looking at cousins.
The team quickly discovers that Jeffrey's mother, Olive Dickinson, was also an only child. This means that there will be no cousins and therefore no heirs on his mother's side of the family. All hopes now rest on being able to find anyone entitled on Jeffrey's father's side.
If we can get Charlie at Stoke to get that, if it's
Dominic
there,
has found a potential birth date for Jeffrey's father, Albert, but needs to get hold of the birth and death certificates to see if they match up.
Albert Hancock, the father, is a bit difficult. There's several possible births. We think there's only really one that looks right, but it's out of area. The deceased was in the northeast, and this birth for the father of the deceased is in the northwest. So we're going to be sending one of our outside researchers down to Register Office in Staffordshire to see if he can get this birth so we can prove if it's the right one.
Having ordered the death certificate from the General Records Office yesterday, and with his researcher collecting the birth certificate today, Dominic takes a risk and keeps the team working up the family, on the basis that this Staffordshire birth is correct.
We speculatively worked the paternal family, hoping that we found the right birth for the father of the deceased. If we have found the right one, then it would appear that he had 6 siblings, so it's likely that there are going to be cousins on that side of the family.
It's all hands on deck, as Emily traces the details of the Hancock family tree.
Lovely job, Lee. Bye now. Bye.
And it's not long before Dominic gets the phone call he wants about Albert Hancock's birth certificate.
I've just heard back that he was born the 9th of October 1920, and that his parents, so the paternal grandparents of the deceased, are Edwin Hancock and Elizabeth Thornley Hughes, which matches with what we thought. It seems as if the speculative paternal family that we're working is going to be correct, and therefore that the father deceased had 6 siblings. So really we're going to be focusing on getting all of their descendants up to date as soon as possible so we can start calling and interviewing beneficiaries.